Salut tout le monde, it's your boy, Lukael. Welcome back to the Case of the Golden Idol. This is episode 2. In the first episode, we did the first 5 cases. I guess they're not cases, they're not chapters either. The first 5 deaths, because we're investigating these mysterious deaths that seem to befall anyone who gets mixed up with this strange golden idol. Or is it with the ring with the ruby, as I was theorizing? Not sure. So I really enjoyed the first episode, and while editing it, I think I did pick up on a few tips that maybe could help me in the future. Namely, I think I should try and figure out the identities of everyone before I start looking around for clues. But anyways, so I previously said that I didn't know how long this game was. I do now, because on the Steam page it does say there are 12 cases, and we did the first 5, so that gives us an idea. I think maybe in 3 videos we can do all of them. So yeah, I think I did pretty well in the first video. I'm still not entirely sure about the one in the tavern. I feel like maybe I got the wrong clue, or like there's something there that I might have missed, but I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments of that video. So let's play some more today. So thank you for joining me, and without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright, Chapter 2, The Cursed Inheritance, Part 6. And I had done a nice little frame for myself that was fitting of this game's look, but then I realized I don't really need it because bottom left is pretty much the best place for my camera in this game, so... The explosive events in the forest cabin. Oh, let's see how explosive it is. It's pretty peaceful outside. Let me turn on the little... What's going on inside? Oh, someone's dead there. Is that a head wound, or did just some blood maybe fall on his head? Ah, by the gods. What was that? This is one of the mates from the previous case, isn't she? Is this Ada, or like... I don't remember the name of all the... Oh! There's this guy again, Little Peep. And then who is this? Oh, there's that damn ring again. Whoa, what is happening here? Something is indeed exploding. There's the idol. Oh, there's a little string attached to this weird little mechanism, and the symbols are different this time. Look at this guy. He's got a scar on his eye. And this guy... Some thieves come into the night to steal the idol, maybe? Alright, so... More people that were missing. Really? What, the dog? Does the dog count as a person? It does, okay. And then... Would the horse also... No? Yeah, I want to get every identity before I start looking at clues, because then I can start making links right away, you know? So there is another person in here. Who else is in here? Oh, that's our friend Edmund, isn't it? He's like, did you plan for this, Edmund? What are you planning? Okay, well, we do know the identity of a few of these people, because they are... I do love how it carries over the same characters from case to case. Like, I think that woman there, I think that's Ada, who poisoned Rose Kubert in the previous case. I do have my notes. Alright, let's start examining things. So we have a bag here. Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker. Oakwood Gang. Brawler Robber. Hardy Abe. Burkham Workhouse. Brawler has a cart. Yes, I assume this is this cart. Little Billy. Hobbs Gang Burglar enters through chimneys, and Jack Nails, Timberbrook Inn, Burglar Picklock. So someone was shopping around for some henchmen. I didn't know people could advertise themselves as a henchman for hire, but alright. A box of confectionery, some candy, and pictures of hats. Okay. So this fella is dead, I assume? Oh, it's David? Oh, he's not dead. Okay, the man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. Interesting. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. Oh, signed Edmund Cloudsley. Interesting. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions, and be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. Got 5 shillings, 3 pence, a little key to his room, and then a loaded pistol. And then we have shot here. And then a scarecrow in a wooden coffin. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. And this is now September 1788. So a few months after Ada Baker poisoned Rose Kubert in the previous case. The infamous gentleman robber Walter Keane. Could it be this man here? He does look a lot like the picture. With a number of unnamed associates, held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed the passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. Ooh, so he stole a kiss too, I see. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman, who, as is his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. Oh, so definitely this guy. The reward for catching Walter Keane has been increased to £100. So I suppose that is Walter Keane then. Right? Would be a good guess, I think. Little peep, go coin, go. Coin. So that's the name of the dog. Alright. This man has his sword, the ring with the ruby, which I've been theorizing might be the true source of the curse, because it keeps popping up in every case. A wrapped piece of candy, a loaded pistol, and then what the hell is happening here? There's a lock on the door. Which I guess it blew open. He's got a club. A shard of a vase. Okay, so it's a vase that exploded. That's quite the explosion. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10, Friday in the Timberbrook Inn. We get some new instruments in the song. And bring all your tools. You get your share as we agreed. Signed, WK, yeah. Walter Keane. Got a set of lockpicks, a saw, and a loaded pistol. Oh. And he's got a mark on his hand. What is that mark supposed to be? There's the idol with the symbols. A small weight is tied to a pull-down lever at the back of the idol. Oh. With the number 16 on it. Why 16? 16 grams? A rotten apple and a green apple. Okay. And then old Edmund's just laughing in his little chest there. He's like, he's holding a loaded pistol. Ooh. Vacuum V1. Some symbol. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum V2. So I think they are like studying this idol that can do a few different things, and I guess they're trying to identify the different powers it can do. Attempted this with this input and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Gold filtering. Wow. This is a multi-purpose idol. It's like a Swiss Army knife. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in an open sea. So different symbols. First step, get gold by aiming at the target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. So it can just take gold out of the water. Okay, that'll make a very rich man out of you. Unknown effect 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be a tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter like a person. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body. Oh, that's why they wanted the corpse for. It's for their weird experiments with this idol. This is vitally urgent. So was he able to make an apple rot? Or was he able to take a rotten apple and then revert it to its original state? So he's wondering if maybe he can take a corpse and like bring it back to life. That would be pretty crazy. Spontaneous combustion, we've seen this one at work. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand, which is quite strange. Interesting, the speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed this symbol before it. Freezing. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and the glass shards flew everywhere. Oh. Yeah, I guess they wouldn't really know about like how glass can break if you freeze it really quickly because they don't really have like freezing at this time. Okay. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for input and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform this input and it will turn red afterwards. Okay. We're still missing a lot of clues. So is there like another room? There are empty slots. How do I only have 24 out of 34? Oh, there's a notice on the wall that I missed. Oh, okay. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. Mr. David Goran, you are in charge of all security and arms. Mrs. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. Little Pip, you are in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily, so one of these must be, I guess, the horse, and the other one would be the dog. I thought his name was Coin. I guess Coin is his nickname, because he's Golden Doubloon. Edmund Cloudsley. So that's all of our clues. Alright, so Lucia Smith is this woman here. So it's not Ada, because I guess maybe he figured out that she poisoned Rose and got rid of her. We've got Little Peep, who we remember from the previous case. Edmund, of course. And then I guess this is Golden Doubloon. And then I think David is... Yeah, this is David here. David Goran. So the only identities we're missing are the two henchmen. So we have Jack Nails, Billy Cracker, Hardy Abe. Well, one of them has a cart. So this would be Hardy Abe. And then Jack Nails would maybe be the one with the nails on his hand. I guess these are nails, so this has to be the nail guy. Jack Nails. And then the guy with the cart is Hardy Abe. Let's see if I got all of these correct. Yes! Alright, so needed A, along with accomplices delivered A. Upon entering, suddenly... Oh, there's a lot going on here. Meanwhile, the amount of in a sealed... When they entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. I think that's a fair guess. The vase exploded. So when Jack Nails and Hardy Abe And then we also need to figure out what these symbols represent. Well, the idol right now is on this plus the two little squares, and it's blue. So I guess our options are water. Oh wait, no, because we have gold and blue. So do we need two? Okay, so I guess it can be one or the other. That's why it's two colors. So it can be either a golden one or a blue one. I'm gonna need to take some notes for this. And I won't be able to take them in the notepad because there's some symbols. So I'm gonna write them on a piece of paper.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've just noted down all of these. So we got two different sorts of vacuum, then the gold filtering, some unknown effect, possibly bringing the dead back to life, freezing, spontaneous combustion, and then a note about the color of the eye and the symbol. And so what we're supposed to figure out is what the symbols mean. This is going to be kind of tricky. So when you used this symbol and this symbol, both the container and the air inside disappeared. But when you tried this with this one instead, it removed some of the air in the container, but not all of it. He said the vessel. By vessel, I assume he means like any sort of container. Maybe he's talking about the vase. And then there's also like a gold filtering thing, which you can absorb and then transfer to. So this absorbs it, and then this transfers it to something else. Then this symbol, along with this, can possibly revive something. And then this symbol, along with this, and this one, is for spontaneous combustion. But only if done after freezing, which is this. What I'm thinking is all of the ones that use this symbol, they take something away, right? The vacuum removes and then decreases the air, can absorb the gold, and then freezing, I guess it removes the heat. So I think this symbol means like decrease, which would then mean that this means increase. This could mean gold, because it's only used in the one about gold filtering. The squares, these are only used in one of them, which is decreasing the air. So it could mean just air. And then this one is used in many of them. It's used when both things disappear. It's used to revive, it's used for combustion and for freezing. So could have something to do with the heat, unless this is for the heat, because this one is used in both the ones that have to do with heat. Maybe this means heat. Take away heat and then add heat. So this would be either matter or container. I'm thinking vase or matter. I'm scared of like taking a guess here, because if it fails, then I'm gonna guess it just by a process of elimination. So the setting he has it on right now, oh, interesting. It's one he hadn't done. This is a combination he had not tried before. It's this one with this one. So it's similar to vacuum 2, except he put this symbol instead. And so yeah, this would add some air. And that's why it exploded, because like it added air inside. That doesn't tell me what this means. Because like, why would it mean vase, you know? Because these are all things that like you could see, whatever ancient kind of culture created this artifact, this idol, they could be talking about heat, air, even gold. But a vase seems too specific. So is it maybe matter? Both disappeared when using this symbol. And then you can revive matter, burn matter. It must be matter. Yes! Alright, so yeah, vase was too specific, but matter. Okay, so this means increase, decrease, the gold, the air, the heat. So you can either add heat or take it away. Alright, well now we know how this works. So I will note them down just in case we need them again in the future. So when you use it on the apple, there's this symbol. This symbol, we don't know what it does, because it's not one of the ones in the book. So what does this mean? So this would be increasing matter life, maybe? And then taking away life, something like that? Alright, well, let's solve this case. Needed a corpse. Along with accomplices, delivered a corpse. Well, I think this is going to be Edmund Cloudsley. Needed a corpse. He sent David to do that. David Goran, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. Can we see the coffin outside? Because yeah, there's a coffin here, and then there's a scarecrow inside. So I guess they delivered the coffin? But the coffin was empty, I guess, right? Is that what's happening? He stole the coffin thinking there was going to be a corpse inside, but then it turned out to just be one of these. A scarecrow. Upon entering, suddenly, when they entered the room, the vase exploded. Because, yeah, he put a little weight on the thing, so he was trying to test it, and so he wasn't in the room. But did he do it as, like, self-defense? Did he know that people were coming in the room? Because he looks pretty sly in there. He's like, maybe he was just making an experiment, and he doesn't even know that they are out there. That they were being robbed. So, that's Edmund just making his little experiments. Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. But upon entering, suddenly... Was he shot or clubbed? He must have been clubbed. Right? But no, he has a sword. Kissed a young lady? Is that what it is? Walter Keane suddenly kissed? Kissed is not an option. He appears to have lost consciousness. So you would think he was clubbed, but this guy only has a sword on him. This guy has a club, so I guess he hit him then. So it could be Hardy Abe clubbed him. Because it doesn't look like he got stabbed, otherwise he would be dead. He wouldn't have just lost consciousness, right? So maybe he clubbed David Goran. Ah, damn it. Alright, we messed it up. So Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. I'm pretty confident about that. David Goran, along with accomplices, delivered a coffin. 2 or fewer slots. So it maybe we only have one thing wrong here. He needed a corpse. Let's look at things again. Wait, the door was locked on this side. So yeah, they had to kick the door in. So I guess he sent for a cart to move the corpse, but then the corpse belonged to that guy, the henchman, and they used this occasion to... Maybe the henchmen are actually working with Edmund and not with Walter. Maybe Walter just walked in here while this was happening. I assume they were working with Walter, because on the thing, doesn't it say like... Because yeah, he had a number of unnamed associates, so you know, I think they are working with Walter. It can't be this name that's wrong, because then there would be 3 wrong ones. Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed, because Hardy is the guy with the club. This all seems right to me. I'm not sure what what could be wrong here. I bet only one of these is wrong, but like which one could it be? I'm really not sure. Like I feel like these are all correct. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. He sent David Goran along with accomplices. Delivered a coffin. We can see the coffin is there. But upon entering, Hardy Abe was waiting there, clubbed David. And then meanwhile, Edmund was making his little experiments, increasing the amount of air in the sealed vase. And then when Jack Nails and Hardy Abe entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. This all seems correct to me. I'll take a second look through things. So here we've got Henchman for hire, working workhouse. So is this the cart of like Walter Keane? Who's looking for accomplices for... Or is this that Edmund sent for henchmen to bring him the corpse? There's some candy in there for some reason and some hats. Why is there some hats? We saw the letter that said the the burglar uses a different hat for every location. Is this relevant? Got the candy here. So Edmund wanted David to bring him a corpse. I'll arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. I will arrange for a cart. Well, then it could be that the henchmen are working for Edmund or David and not for the burglar. Then why does he have the candy? Well, then maybe Edmund hired these three, not knowing that this was going to be Walter Keane, along with accomplices. So maybe David was just here then, because he said, wait. David said, I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. Wait, did David write this letter? Or so maybe, hang on. Maybe Edmund asked David to bring him a corpse, but David didn't go and get it himself. Instead, he hired these men, which is this letter that he received from one of these three. And it was said, I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse. So these henchmen for hire. This bag. Okay, yeah, I get it. This bag has the pictures of the hats because that's Walter Keane's bag. And he hired the henchman. He was looking for a henchman with a cart to bring the corpses here. So it's Walter Keane and his accomplices delivered a coffin. And they didn't even have the corpse in it. They were like gonna mess with them and rob them. Like the coffin was just pretend. So it's Walter Keane. Ah. Okay. So David wasn't doing the dirty work himself. He was hiring some people, and then they were going to rob him by bringing this coffin that didn't even have the corpse in it. It only had the scarecrow. The scroll has been fulfilled. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, gentleman robber Walter Keane pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. On entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants and Edmund locked himself in his study. He's lost his hair. While the robbers were sawing through the lock... Oh, that's why the saw! They were sawing through that... Yeah. Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed two of the intruders. Clever man, I see. Yep, there's the scarecrow. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died, bless his soul. I don't believe you! He probably killed him, because Edmund was safe in the chest. But then David probably took the chest and just like dumped it in the water or something to steal his idol. Yeah. He's pretending it was because of like chemical ingredients, but we know what happened. Alright, let's go to chapter 3. Oh boy, the masks. What is going on here? The Ascent. So yeah, there's 3 parts per chapter. There's 12 parts in total, so there's going to be 4 chapters. The strange practices of a secretive society. Uh-oh. What is going on here? You okay, man? Okay, so that's one person. And then some footprints. Oh, there's the mask that we see on the... This is the mask that shows up on the poster for the game. So we've got this person. This person. Okay, so 2 people have the same mask. So they're all in pair. There's the damn ring again. And then who we got here? Another person. Okay, so many... Oh! Maybe the rings are like a sign of membership for this cult. Okay, so that's all the people then? Oh, we don't have to identify the people this time. We're just identifying these characters, I guess. Oh boy. This is gonna be complex, I can already tell. So, let's see. The tattoo depicts a hand and an eye. Okay. Let's take some notes. So, the man in the bushes, his tattoo is a hand and an eye. Then we got some footprints in the dirt. What about those? I guess they do have slightly different shapes. They were working side by side here. Oh, this creepy music too. This clue has been added to the thinking panel. Brothers wear masks appropriate to their house. The Dark Hands, the Proud Beasts, and the Water Snakes. Are these Harry Potter houses? Brothers wear robes appropriate to their rank. Master, Steward, or Initiate. Oh boy, okay. A lot of reading here. January 5th, 1789, so a year later. Masters, I ventured on the Order's mission to reclaim our fire-breathing relic, and with great resolve punish the despicable enemy. I, with a few brave companions, fearlessly entered his hideout in the remote hunting cabin. Oh. Is this... Oh, Walter Keane, okay. So that's what the rings are. The rings are for members of this weird society. But the devil had prepared the treacherous trap and an explosion slaughtered my dearest friends. Really? Your dearest friends? Some henchmen for hire? As we entered his study, thanks to my sturdy physique, I survived the blast. He wasn't even in the room. Only to be assaulted by the enemy's lackey, assassin warrior, David Goran, and a pack of bloodthirsty hounds. A pack? Look at this guy just laying it on thick, painting himself as this valiant hero when really he wasn't even in the room. And there was only one dog. After an hour of fight, come on man, I received numerous deadly wounds, in spite of which I prevailed and defeated my assailants with my martial training. I discovered the enemy's dead body, slain by the trap of his own making, but no trace of the relic. I am forced to go into hiding because the government's watchmen are tracking me. Once I have recovered from my deadly wounds and shaken off the watchmen, I will send you the next report. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keane. Well, that was a whole pack of lies. Masters, October 20. I must apologize 1,000 times for my absence, but my road to recovery was full of peril and valor that cannot be sufficiently conveyed in writing. The government dogs and spies chased me tirelessly, and I was forced to seek refuge in Aquitania to recover from my still dire wounds. There I finally bested my pursuers with the help of Lazarus Hurst, a young resourceful gentleman whom I met in a remote manner one dark winter's night. Not only did he earn my trust by stepping into the fray against the villains, but he turned out to be well versed in the arcane arts. Of course, not yet close to your skills. I have finally recovered and plan to return to Albion. I suggest that Lazarus would be a fine addition to the Order. I vouch for him and will invite him to undergo the appropriate trial. May the Griffin awaken, Walter Keane. January 16, 1790. Illuminated Masters. I object to the admittance of the individual Lazarus Hurst to our brethren. I submit that our dark-hand brother Walter Keane, who vouches for him, cannot be trusted because he is a liar and a thief. I am certain that, on dispatching our enemy, he kept the golden fire-breathing relic for himself. Nothing will move me on this. He must produce the relic, apologize personally to me, and afterwards be expelled from our brotherhood. Sir Geoffrey Sinclair. So he says that Walter Keane is a dark hand. So a man with a house on his back. Okay. A fish in a house? What the hell is that trying to say? 1, 2, these are numbered. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Prepare to receive what you have earned. The mask. A member of our order has proposed a new candidate to join our brotherhood. Our brother's trustworthiness, however, has been challenged. Therefore, we have decided to take measures to resolve the fate of these individuals. If the brother proves himself, he can vouch for the newcomer. If the newcomer survives the appropriate trial, he will join our ranks. You are summoned to join our gathering on March 14 and fulfill your role in the rites of the Brotherhood. Signed, the Council of Masters. So he's got... what's this? Branding iron, right? For the eye, and then one for the lion. And 2 rings. A ruby ring in his pocket and a ruby ring on his finger. I have signaled to Griffin who I am. I accept my fate, whatever it may be. Is this the newcomer? Is this Lazarus? Oh, okay. Inception. You must endure the tests of... Oh boy. Proud Beast Steward, Dark Hand Steward or Master, Water Snake Master, and then any Master. You must endure the test of... Okay. There's a lot going on in this one. Oh boy. Okay. Done when an accuser has challenged a defender. Both drinkers must be barefoot. Okay, someone's got a fetish here. The substance is added depending on the severity of the accusation, including deadly poison. Add substance to one of the cups. Defender chooses first, accuser chooses the remaining, and then both partake in wine cups. So I guess they always add poison, and the deadlier the poison, the more severe the accusation. So this must be one of the trials. Ritual of Squabble. Only initiates can be defender and accuser. The sword must be borne by any dark hand. Required decorations of the hall. The Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher. What the hell is all this shit? Ritual of Conflict. The accuser must deeply hate the defender. This is mandatory. The sword must be borne by any initiate. And then a bunch of decorations. Okay. Ritual of Dispute. Only stewards of higher rank can be defender and accuser. The scepter must be borne by Water Snake Master. Bunch of decorations. The Ritual of Discord. The houses of the accuser and defender stand behind their brothers. The scepter must be borne by Dark Hand Master. Jesus Christ. The Griffin has spoken, says this guy. And he's got a poison. A tray with a small vial of unknown substance. I'm gonna guess it's poison. And he's got his ring. The Griffin has spoken. He's also got a ring. 2 cups on a stone altar. They contain some wine but are almost empty. The Griffin has spoken. A silver tankard with some red wine in it. And his ring. I guess this guy drank the wine but then he died. The man in the mask is not breathing. And he's got his ring. Let us await the results from the chamber below. A ceremonial sword, a ring. The Griffin has spoken. A ceremonial scepter. And a ruby ring. So we have Inception, Evaluation, Transition, and Admission. And that's all of our clues. Oh boy, this one is very complex. Okay, so I'm looking for the identity of this guy. Oh, and that's their ranks. And then their houses. So they have different houses depending on the mask, and different ranks depending on the coats. And then we have to know which ones are which ritual. Jesus. And then we have to know who this is. Am I supposed to know the name of all these people? Okay, so this can be either a name or they're just like what they are, which we can know based on their outfit and their mask. Okay, this is gonna take a while. I don't even know where to start. On the decorations? The Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. The keeper of treasures. The decorations. For the hall. Oh, you mean the hall here? Is this the hall? There's no decorations in here. No, this must be the hall. It's got the Grim Reaper. Wait. Oh, okay, yeah, the key. The chandelier with the key, and then the big book, and then the Grim Reaper. So, the keeper of treasures, the mirror of the soul, the Grim Reaper, the never-tiring teacher, the feeder of mouths. Well, it's a giant key, so this must be the keeper of treasure. And then the book would be the never-tiring teacher, and then the Grim Reaper is the third one. So, they were doing the ritual of dispute. Right? And then this is just... I don't know, he's gonna brand him? Which ritual is this? The scepter must be born. Okay, well, we have a sword and a scepter, but none of these have both. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna try and guide you through my thought process here. So there's 4 different rituals, right? You've got squabble, conflict, dispute, and discord. But none of them require both the sword and the scepter, so I guess they're both there just to confuse me. So based on the number of eyes, we know there's Master, Steward, and Initiate. So Master is 3 eyes. None of them have 3 eyes on their outfit. Right? I mean, they don't have eyes, period. I thought by eyes it meant like these symbols, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's like this guy has an eye on his back, right? He's got the hand and the eye. So he's an initiate, I guess. And then what's with the footprints outside? Like, what does that have to do with anything? So this guy is Dark Hand Initiate. Right? And are we supposed to know his name? I mean, I know his rank. I know he's a Dark Hand Initiate. There we go. So it looks like his clothes were stolen, which means one of these is an imposter. Because they stole his clothing. So I guess he was on his way here, and then 2 people dragged him out here. Oh wait, I still have things I didn't look at. A loaded pistol, a coil of rope, a shabby formal coat, a dagger. These are David's things. Ash Blair Tobacco to David Goran. Wait, but I thought I already had everything. It said 31. For reliable service. David, the gathering will be on March 14th. To follow our plan, we should be there at least 2 hours before midnight. The target will arrive in full costume. Grab rope and weapons. Walter Keane. Oh, they were planning something. The pistol. This is the coat and the hats. These belong to Walter Keane. And the hat. So then, could this be Walter Keane there that's tied up? They went 2 different directions. No, one of these... They must have stolen the clothes of this guy. And then left these with him. So 2 of the people in there are David and Walter. But who are they? This guy is... Oh. They don't have shoes. I mean, they could have taken off their shoes in here, though. I don't get what this is, though. Oh, wait. This is the snail, right? Because he's got the house on his back. Wait, where did I see those? Yeah, the snail. Then fire. Like, I just remember seeing a snail, and then I guess that's kind of a snail. I don't know what that has to do with anything, though. Oh, 1. Wait. one? I don't understand what these are. I mean, this must be the new candidate, right? He's earned to become an initiate of the Proud Beast. But then we also probably can know his name. It's probably Lazarus. I mean, he's about to become a Proud Beast initiate. And then what ritual? This is really difficult. Like, I'm not sure in what order I should do these. So they went their separate way here to, I guess, to look like they weren't together. Okay, so one of these has to be Walter Keane, and then the other one would be this Jeffrey St. Clair, right? Now, does the mask denote their house, or does the mask denote their rank? An accuser has challenged a defender. So in this case, Walter Keane would be the defender, right? And then Jeffrey St. Clair would be the accuser. Because he's accusing him of lying. So only initiates can be defender and accuser. Okay, so we know that the ritual going on right now is the ritual of dispute. Alright. Only stewards or higher rank can be defender and accuser. So they are both steward or master. The scepter must be borne by Water Snake Master. So this guy with the scepter is Water Snake Master. So is he Water Snake because of the helmet or because of the robe? I have to imagine it's the helmets, right? Oh, it says it here. Fucking stupid. Masks appropriate to their house. So the masks are from the houses. Okay. So, well then this is Water Snake. And we know, okay, Walter Keane is, okay, this is Walter Keane here, which means this is Jeffrey St. Clair. Because he doesn't have the Water Snake mask. We know that Walter Keane is a Dark Hand, so this mask must be the Dark Hand mask. Which means this is the Proud Beast mask. Now, what about the robes? This guy is going to be a Proud Beast initiate. So, two people have, what is this, like a maroon robes. So they're looking for a new initiate. The green robe is either steward or master. The maroon robe is for the initiates. So this guy here is the Dark Hand initiate. This is the Water Snake initiate. Yeah, maroon is for the initiates. And then dispute. The scepter must be borne by the Water Snake Master. So white robes is for the masters. Which means this is for the stewards. Yes! Okay. This took me a while. You have to do a lot of like, if this one, then this one, if this one, then this one. Alright, so... well then I can know which one these are. This is the Proud Beast Master. This is the Water Snake Master. But then don't they also want us to figure out their identities? These are both Dark Hand. This guy's the steward, Water Snake, initiate. Is it going to accept this? Really? I guess here they want us to give their real name. Is that it? These should all be correct. So is it that you want me to name one of these people? Well, this is, Oh no, because they stole the clothes. They stole the clothes of the Dark Hand initiate. Which means this guy here is either David Goran or Walter Keane. Well, the clothing that's outside... Wait, hang on. Let me go back outside real quick. The clothing here, there's two bags. There's the clothing of David, and there's the clothing of Walter Keane. So who's wearing the clothes of this guy? This guy here is a fake. Maybe that's the person I'm supposed to name? Then would this be the ritual of admission? because he's about to admit him as one. And then this would be the steward of the proud beasts. I messed it up. Shit. They are incorrectly filled in slots. Damn it. I mean, he is, right? Isn't he? Isn't he the proud beast steward? He's got the mask and the vest. I guess here I'm supposed to put his actual name, right? So this is the proud beast steward. But then here I'm supposed to say this is Lazarus. What was his full name? Lazarus Hurst. Oh wait, hang on. Were there rings in the bags outside? No ring. No ring. Does anyone have 2 rings? Does this guy still have his ring? He doesn't have his ring. They stole this guy's ring, so whoever has 2 rings is the other one. This person here, receive what you have earned. Oh, maybe he's going to kill him instead. Oh, this is the other guy. But is it David or is it... This one... These two are David and Walter. But which one is which? How can I possibly know? Our brother's trustworthiness has been challenged. Okay, so this is not David. The other guy is David. This is Walter. This here is Walter, right? No? Wait. If truly this is Walter Keane, then this guy here is David, right? Yeah. Okay, so they wanted me to identify that this was David, but why? Is it that it's not the ritual of admission? Maybe it's not the ritual of admission. Is this the trial? Did he put up those pictures? Oh, okay. Inception evaluation. Wait, hang on. This guy is the Proud Beast Steward. Administered by... Yeah, it's Inception. Okay, so this is the ritual of Inception. Steward? Yeah. But also, it is Walter Keane, isn't it? Am I wrong? That's why he has the 2 rings. Or does he have 2 rings because he's about to give him one? I'm confused. This is like... This might be above my level of intelligence. This game is too complex. Alright, let's try and figure this one out. Jesus. Was... challenged to a dispute ritual. Yes. David Goran, right? Was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with Walter Keane, ambushed... What? Drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus passed the test, yeah? Has the Inception ritual to become Proud Beast Steward. Initiate. Yes. Proud Beast Initiate. Alright, so They ambushed who? Who did they ambush? They ambushed Dark Hand Initiate? Right, because they didn't steal 2 sets of clothes. They only stole 1 set of clothes. One of them was already a member of the Order. And it's not David. So... God. Ugh. My brain hurts. Okay, so David Goran was not a member of the Order. Walter Keane was. Walter Keane is the Dark Hand Steward. This is... I don't know. Why did I think this was Walter Keane? I'll have to look back through my own fucking thought process. I thought this was... It's not Walter Keane. I don't know why I thought that. This is Walter Keane. I even knew right here. This is the Dark Hand Steward. So... Walter got David in here, and they ambushed the Dark Hand Initiate to give him his clothes so David could stand here, and he's the one with the cup, so he must have filled only like 1 cup with poison, I guess, or something, posing as Dark Hand Initiate. Signaled to Dark Hand Steward with a... Oh, how did he signal? Which cup had no poison? So David Goran, posing as Dark Hand Initiate, signaled Dark Hand Steward with a tray? With a what? How did he signal? Silver tankard with some red wine in it. The Griffin has spoken. How did he know which cup had the poison in it? Which means this guy that's dead there, that's Jeffrey Sinclair, right? If I put his name, I can't do it. Probably if you put Jeffrey Sinclair here, that would work. Because he's the one that died. I guess a tankard. And then Jeffrey Sinclair. Oh, fuck. Wait. No, it's not Dave. Why did I put David Goran there? Walter Keane was the guy that was challenged. And he brought David... I don't know why I got these wrong. It's Walter Keane and David Goran. Yes. I don't know why I got these wrong. Okay. This was the most complex by far. Jesus. After being challenged to a ritual with potentially deadly consequences, Walter conspired with David to devise a plan which would ensure his own safety. They captured a Brotherhood member on his way to the gathering. David took his costume so that during the ritual of dispute, he could indicate to Walter which cup was poisoned. Therefore, Walter chose the safe cup and his opponent drank the poison and died. You sneaky fuckers. That was pretty clever, though. What's the point of being in a secret society if you can't even trust your fellow brothers? Despicable. I haven't even posted the first episode of this playthrough yet, so I don't even know like if anyone is gonna watch it. This might be one of these playthroughs that just die a death on my channel, but this might have been really frustrating to watch. I apologize, I kept getting the names wrong. I don't know why. I have a really hard time remembering names and like I had a good grasp of what was happening. I just kept confusing the names. I should have taken more notes, but alright. So, whew. That was part 7. Alright, let's go for the next one and hope it goes a little better than this one did. Like, I'm glad I'm not using any of the hints, but I wish I got them all right on the first try. You know, once you get them wrong, it feels like a failure, but I did manage to figure it out without the hints at least. Alright, chapter 3, The Ascent. The crowning celebration by the Lighthouse. I do love me some Lighthouse. Alright, this doesn't seem too complicated, right? Got this gentleman here. This gentleman. This guy. This guy. Are these all the members? Oh, they're all the members of the order. Yikes. This man is not breathing and has a severe wound at the back of his head. Okay. Fairly simple. So we don't have that many people. I don't really recognize any of them. Alright, so there's a box here. Rules. Ooh. The Griffin Rebirth. The one who claims to be Griffin Reborn must perform a miracle. If someone repeats the miracle, it is proven that it was not a miracle but mere magic, and the claimant is punished with death. If no one can repeat the miracle, then the masks fall. So I guess that's what happened. And the claimant is crowned as the Griffin Reborn. Congratulations to, I guess, this guy? Chronicles of Griffin Rebirth. In 1725, the first Darkhand Lord Harrington demonstrated flying. Jumped off a cliff to his death. Okay, so he did not demonstrate flying. In 1756, Proud Beast Master Lord Pledsley performed a seance talking to the spirits, but Lord Angus MacBain repeated the miracle, proving him unworthy, and then he died. In 1764, Darkhand Master Lord Jones demonstrated the creation of a homunculus, Lord Angus MacBain. Yeah, it's always Angus MacBain just getting here, like, this is just magic. Produced a homunculus as well. In 1771, Proud Beast Master Lord White carried out the hypnosis of a servant. But Lord Angus MacBain, again just ruining the party, hypnotized the same man as well. Fucking Angus MacBain, always coming here to ruin things. That was an actual miracle. Unbelievable. So there is a Griffin Reborn. He's got his ring. And a heavy seal. A seal with the number 7 on it. Kneel before Griffin Reborn and make ready. I will lead you, brothers, to great many changes. Wow. This is Lazarus. He really climbed the ranks. He's still got the robe of an initiate, though. The masters are kneeling to the initiate. What did he do? Oh, it's because he's got the idol. Is that why he has the idol? Miracle preparation. After the input, aim at the sky, press the lever to maximum position and hold for at least 10 seconds. At this point, the idol should be full enough to perform the miracle once. Oh. What's the input? Decrease air? What did he do to the sky? Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for... Yeah, this is the same as before. Miracle hypothesis. The water works better, but the effect is not as convincing. Oh, he used the idol to convince them of a miracle. So he could be hailed as the Griffin Reborn. The water works better, but the effect is not as convincing, therefore use air instead. Main challenge is ensuring my balance when holding onto the idol. Practice is paramount. What did you do? Oh. All the masks. 5 strange looking masks. Shoes? Shoes? A bunch of shoes. What about their shoes? Okay. A set of heavy wooden oars. And thus Griffin Reborn revealed himself to his brothers by demonstrating a true miracle. But do they know that you used the idol? Because then they could have replicated it if they had enough time to study how the idol works. A silver crown with gems. It was all to get this thing. Here, I brought back your staff, oh Griffin Reborn. This is Walter Keane again. He's got the hats. A golden snuff box filled with opium powder. What are you doing with that? Oh, that's where he hid it. He hid it inside the thing. The golden idol is enclosed within the handle of an ornamental cane. So what did you do? You like flew over the water? May 14, 1791. Dear Master McBain. Fucking McBain again. These threats to contact the Chief Inspector about my past offend me greatly. Being an honest soul, I have no choice but to comply with your base demands. I may have invited Lazarus into our brotherhood, but he has not shared all his secrets with me. Luckily, I had an opportunity to see him practicing this miracle. He has a magical artifact hidden in his cane. When performing the miracle, he input the following glyphs. Then he presses a small lever on the handle of the cane, and it grants him the powers to demonstrate the miracle. I have no doubt that the staff will work just as well in your hands as his. Sincerely, Darkhand Stewart. Wow. So McBain was given the solution. So he knows. This guy knows. He's got the letter on him. Where's McBain? Is McBain the guy who died? Maybe this is McBain and like he tried it, but it didn't work. He just died. And then the ring. What an honor to experience such an historical event. It's got a pocket watch, ruby ring. June 3, 1791. Dear Water Snake Brother Maker, as the director of the Seven Seas Trading Company, I do not assess work applications. Please go through the official channels so my staff can evaluate your credentials as an attorney. As an attorney. Darkhand Master JT. Justin. Protocol of an attempt to demonstrate a miracle. June 23, 1791. Location: the Lighthouse on Gull Islet near the Horn of Codhead at noon. We've got all our names present. Yeah, this is the lawyer, right? This is the lawyer from like one of the first cases. Mr. Nicholas Maker, Lord Angus McBain, Lord Alistair Cock, Dr. James Turner, Sir Walter Keane, and Mr. Lazarus Hurst. This must be... The man is not breathing and has a severe wound at the back of his head. His arm appears to be broken, so he must have tried flying from the lighthouse and then he just fell and died. Water Snake Master, lately I've experienced disturbing dreams and I feel cursed. Are you the source of this with your magic? Desist immediately and know that when pushed, my rage is absolute. Do not toy with the well-being of the Empire's general, for I do not tolerate being attacked. In my many voyages, I have learned the dark arts too. If need be, I will summon 1,000 invisible demons to crush your bones. Jeez. Signed, Proud Beast Master. Dear friend, it is not so simple for me to get you a seat alongside me on the court of directors at the Seven Seas Company. As a doctor, I recommend you to stop obsessing over it. It will only unbalance your humors. Let us discuss alternatives at the next party at Kensington Palace. And then he has shoes. Both his legs appear to be broken. Huh. So he has a cane, but it's not the cane with the idol inside of it. The door is locked from the inside. By guarding the lighthouse, you guard the Empire, General Alistair Cock. A trapdoor that connects the staircase to the top of the lighthouse, not locked. Ooh. People who had the magical relic in their hands chronologically. Someone blackmailed him to find out how would perform the miracle of flying? It looks to be flying. Okay. So let's see. Well, this must be Nicholas Maker, for one. We've got all our clues here. Nicholas Maker. This is Lazarus Hurst, because I recognize him. This is Walter Keane, always with his hats. Now the other ones, it's a little more complicated. He's got a seal with the number 7 on it. Fucking Angus McBain always tried repeating the miracle. So this must be Angus McBain. And he tried replicating it, but then he died. Right? Because like they switched out the cane on him. Must be what happened. And then... This is Walter Keane, and he's got the letter from himself on him. Why is that? Did he then steal it from him after the fact? So, McBain threatened Darkhand Stewart to learn the method, because he's like, you brought him into the society, surely you know his secrets, right? And then Darkhand Stewart was like, yeah, he messed up with him. He's like, oh, this is what you need to do. But then he didn't know maybe about like, it need the eye to be like a different color or something. So what happened was, Angus McBain blackmailed Walter Keane to find out how Lazarus Hearst would perform the miracle of flying. Nice. All right. So that one is obvious enough. But then he was like, oh, you think you're gonna threaten me? Well, I'm gonna give you the wrong solution and then you will die trying to replicate this miracle. I don't know what that's about. AM? Oh, Angus McBain? He stole his... Oh! He stole this thing. What is that? And then this is the true cane he has here. And then he gave him the fake one. So one of these is a doctor, and the other one is a lord. I mean, this guy has a seal, I guess. So he could be the lord, and then this guy would be a doctor. But I don't want to base it on just a guess. I want like some proof. General Alistair Cock. So yeah, he started by absorbing the air in the sky with the thing, and then pointing it down, and like he had to try and push the air down long enough to perform the miracle. But they must have known that it was because of the cane, right? But because they can't also do it, then they still accepted it as a miracle? Oh, and you can see the footprints also. That's gonna tell us who held the cane when. The Empire's general. And this is Alistair Cock, I guess. Oh, Proud Beast's master. Right. This is the master. The last two are also masters, so that doesn't help me. So here we have 2 initiates, 3 masters, and then 1 steward. Wait. There's 5 Oh no, because his mask, yeah. Okay, so here there were 2 of each. He still got his mask. Okay, so here there were 2 of each houses. So he was one of the water snake, he's the master. I need to figure out like which one is part of which house. Okay, so Alistair Cock is the Proud Beast master. McBain is the water snake master. Right, so Lazarus Hearst was still an initiate. Walter Keane is the steward. And then Maker is also an initiate. I'm just taking some notes here, filling some blanks for what house they are and like what rank they are, and that should help me figure it out. I'm not even sure if like their role in their house even matters. Does that even amount to anything? I'm not sure. Like, I feel like this is probably the general, because he's got the seal, but the seal could also be for a doctor. The doctor probably has the seal. And then this would be the general. I don't know, this guy looks more like a doctor, and this guy looks more like a general to me, but... JT, Dark End Master. Oh, right. James Turner is the Dark End Master. Okay, so Maker is the Water Snake Initiate. Right, so McBain is a Water Snake, and then Maker is also Water Snake. So it leaves these four. Alistair is the Proud Beast Master. James Turner is... I feel like I'm making things more complicated on myself. Wait, no, I fucking know who the Proud Beast Initiate is. It's Lazarus. Because I remember he was getting the beast statue. I mean, is that cheating? If I remember it from a previous case? I think they probably assume that you're supposed to know. So Lazarus is the Proud Beast Initiate. Which means... Walter Keane is the Dark Hand Steward. Which doesn't help me at all to know which one is the doctor and which one is the... Alright, you know, the guy has the seal. I'm just going to assume the guy with the seal is the fucking doctor, alright? So this is James Turner. Because I just wasted a bunch of time. And then this would be Alistair Cock. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Alright. I thought maybe if I figured out their roles, it would help me know their identity, but it doesn't at all. I think you're just supposed to base it on the seal. Like, of course, the doctor would have like a seal for documents, I guess. But so could a general. Maybe I'm missing a clue as to like their identity here. But anyways, we did get their identity correct. So let's see. Using the to demonstrate the miracle of flying and become the Griffin Reborn. Afterwards, the cane, the idol, this resulted in his death from a head wound. I mean, his whole body was mangled, but I guess head wound mostly. Mainly the head wound. A lighthouse fall is not an option. Angus McBain. So what exactly happened? Hypnotized, jumped, pushed? Huh. These are my options? Push, jump, hypnotize, curse, and attacked. Well, he jumped from the lighthouse, I guess, right? Jumped from the lighthouse afterward, and this resulted in his... I guess Angus McBain jumped from the lighthouse? Well, it's clear that they switched out the canes, but who did it? Was it Walter? Because clearly he kind of knew. Oh no, this is just how he did the miracle. So, Lazarus Hearst jumped from the lighthouse using the idol to demonstrate the miracle of flying and become Griffin Reborn. Then Angus McCain jumped from the lighthouse afterwards, but he died. Correct? Wait, I'm missing the... I didn't do the things on the right. The scroll has been fulfilled, so I didn't need to complete this thing? When Lazarus Hearst jumped from the lighthouse and survived using the hidden golden idol... Look at him just standing there on this thing. Master Angus McBain thought he had enough information to repeat the miracle and prevent Lazarus from becoming Griffin. He thought he just needed the cane, but he didn't know like the combination of the symbols and stuff. He seized the staff from Lazarus and locked the lighthouse door to prevent foul play. However, he did not know all the secrets of the idol. It did not work for him, and Angus jumped to his death. How come I didn't need to enter these to complete the whole thing? Well then, chronologically, the first person who had it in their hands must have been Lazarus. And then the second would have been Angus McBain. And the third is Walter Keane. Is Walter Keane okay with this guy becoming the Griffin Reborn even though he knows his trick? Maybe he doesn't know his trick. He knows there's an idol, and like he knows... he has not shared all his secrets with me. I have the magical artifact hidden in his cane. He input the following glyph. Then he presses a small lever. So he did sell him out. He did tell him the solution, but Walter did not know the full... Like, he didn't know you needed to absorb some air first before then doing this. So he gave him like half the solution. Or maybe he didn't know the full solution and he just didn't want to help this guy. He was like, fuck that guy. He's blackmailing me, so I'm just gonna let him die. That's probably what happened. And then he was the third one to hold it, because he has it now. Everything filled correctly. I don't know why I didn't need to also fill this one. I guess that's like a little bug. Alright. Alright, let's go for one last case. Chapter 3, The Ascent. The Interrupted Weekend at the Doctor's Salon. A lot of people here. Nothing much going on outside, it's just peaceful. So we've got this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Dude with the blue hair. A lot of people. Constable number 1, Arthur. Oh, wasn't that the guy outside that was like spinning his thing when the guy died in the inn? And then this guy's dead. Is that everyone? That is. All right, so let's see. Oh Lord, I did not expect something like this in our household. Slightly grassy garden shear, so this is the gardener. This is such a mess. However, we will clean the blood out of the rug. Why are your eyes so pink, man? You been smoking a little too much weed? Ha, Leopold, your plan to frame Petu is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof that you did it, Constable. Please escort this man out. Well, we know who this is. This is the doctor, right? James Turner. A clean doctor's scalpel and a clean small sword. James, this is preposterous. You know damn well that he was killed by that Lemurian savage. He also has the pink eyes. And he's missing a button. He's got a sword. Dear friend, now that the elections are over, please join me for a leisurely weekend at my manor with good old Augustus. Can't click that name. And some other fine fellows. Like, dude, Augustus will be there and a couple other people will be there too. We will have some drinks and discuss what to do about that Prime Minister position. Kindly confirm your presence. Dr. James Turner, RSVP, please. This is outrageous. I thought you were an honorable man, Leopold, not some Aquitanian agent trying to sabotage our friendly relations with Lemuria and provoke a conflict. And this is a member of the Order. This weird guy with the blue hair. He stole his life just like that. The doctor's a smart man since he saw through his lies. Dear friend, at one of the balls you said that you would love to meet someone actually interesting. I am having a weekend of drinks at my manor and a prince from the 11th clan of Lemuria will be joining us. Please do us the honor of your company too. Kindly RSVP Dr. James Turner. A small clean sword. I hope the host did not notice me when he was leaning over the sleeping eye-patched gentleman. A brown stone slate seal. A spicy smelling ornamental box. Dear Prince, I heard that you got invited to a party by the director of Seven Seas Company himself. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves, but this might be just the opportunity that we seek to reclaim our honor. A clean Lemurian war club. Dear Prince, as you know, I am a great aficionado of Lemurian culture. It would be my pleasure to invite a member of the Petu clan to spend a leisurely weekend at my estate with some of our own political dignitaries. Kindly confirm your presence, Dr. James Turner. So this guy is a prince of the Petu? Oh God, believe me, my lord, I do not feel comfortable arresting a prime ministerial candidate, but I must ask you to follow me. Constable Arthur Faulkner. I assume that's you then? Right? Arthur Faulkner. Oh boy. Testimonies. A whole bunch of testimonies. Let's look at these last. So get a sword. The man is not breathing and has a huge vertical wound on his forehead. Okay, so some kind of like slashing wound, like a sword or a knife. Dear friend, the elections are over, so let's uphold tradition and have a leisurely weekend at my place with you and Leopold to discuss the Prime Minister's situation. Please join us on May 12th. Kindly confirm your presence. Listen, apologies for the shouting match yesterday. Let's continue our discussion at noon, Leo. And he's holding the button. And there's also... Oh, a boomerang. I thought it was a gun. There's a boomerang on the ground. The seals of the 12 Lemurian clans. Okay. And you can see there's a place where the boomerang was. Psychoactive plans, drugged symptoms, spotty onion, an illusion of unity with the universe, increased appetite, hiccups, black poppy, sleepiness, whites of eyes get a pink tint, Lemurian lichen, hyper concentration on one thing, loss of perception of time, rapid blinking, and red berry, surge of energy, vocalization of all your thoughts, twitching aggression. Seeing a lot of these going on. Got a map here. Tea house, chess house, Crockett Field, library, salon, flower beds, fountain. Okay. So there was a chess game going on. There's a newspaper on the bench. London Gazetteer. Who will be the new Prime Minister? Got election results. It's very close. New Order Party. Moderates, Loyalists. It's a close race. The New Order Party have the most MPs, but it is clear the two old parties will form a coalition. This means either Loyalist leader Blanchard or moderate leader Valentine will become the Prime Minister, leaving Lazarus Hearst and his party in the opposition. Lazarus Hearst. Location of each suspect when the body was found? Ooh. This guy is the victim. The is the murder weapon. The is where he was murdered and the body was found by... Ooh, this is going to be complex. Rose bushes. Chrysanthemum bushes. An unfinished croquet match on a grass field. 2 cups of spicy smelling tea, one almost emptied, the other untouched. Right, let's take some notes from this newspaper here. I feel like this is important. So we have the New Order Party, leader unknown, but they have 36% of the votes. And then you have the Loyalists and the Moderates. The leader of the Loyalists is Blanchard. And the leader of the moderates is Valentine. Alright, my recording messed up there for a moment, so I lost like a little minute. But basically what I did, I just read the first 2 testimonies, which is why these names got added there. So, read William's testimony. Billiam. Yeah, Billiam. And then Podrick's testimony. But I'll be coming back to these. I'm just going through just to get the names pretty much. Turner, James. I just want all my clues so I can start like inputting some stuff. And I will read these more in detail later. Alright, so now we have all our names. So we can start identifying people. So we remember this guy. This is James Turner. We remember him from the previous case. James Turner. Then this is Alistair Cock. We also remember him from the previous one. So we read in the journal that Lazarus Hearst is the leader, leaving Lazarus Hearst and his party in the opposition. So the New Order Party is Lazarus Hurst, but he's not part of this case, so I guess we won't worry about that for now. So this is the gardener. Claims that Billiam planted and pruned all morning. Okay, so that's the gardener. By the chrysanthemum bush, saw the young gentleman pouring early the croquet. Alright, so Billiam. Billiam is the gardener. Let's go through these one more time. For any clues, this is such a mess. Leopold, your plan to frame Patu is sublime, but your missing button is more than enough proof. Who's missing a button? This guy? Okay, so this is Leopold. Oh, and also, we saw... Here, it looks like Blanchard is leader of the Loyalists. And then that looks like the guy who just died to me, leader of the Moderates. That's Valentine, so... This would be Valentine. This would be Leopold Blanchard, then Valentine, whatever his name is. To frame Patu. Frame Patu. Is Patu his first name, his last name? Not sure. Oh, a full glass of sherry. An almost empty glass of sherry. And a bottle of sherry on the ground. I missed that. Manor with good old Augustus and some other fine fellows. Augustus. One of these is Augustus. I'm not sure which one though. Then this guy has like this symbol here. Wait, where did we see these seals? There. I know you hate associating with these invaders and thieves. This might be the opportunity that we seek to reclaim our honor. So this guy probably... Did he kill the guy? He looks like he was being framed, but maybe he did kill him. Alright, let's see if we can figure out more names from this. So Billiam, that's this guy. Saw the young gentleman and the foreigner leave the croquet and go behind the manor. Lord Augustus? Augustus. But I think there's only one other lord, because these are all servants, right? This doesn't look like a lord. And he also doesn't have an Augustus testimony because he's dead, so this must be Augustus. Valentine. Leave the fountain. I guess I'll write down all of these testimonies and we'll see which ones conflict with each other. Alright, so based on this, the gardener planted all morning by the chrysanthemum bushes. He saw the young gentleman and the foreigner leave croquet to go behind the manor. The gardener moved to the rose bush. Saw the victim leave the fountain at noon, and then he kept working in the roses until the alarm by Mr. Hill. Then Podrick, whoever Podrick is, served Lord Alistair in the chess house in the morning. So this must be Podrick then. Because he's like the servant here. And I guess this guy's like a policeman, kind of, like a guard. He's like some kind of man of the law, like a, not a police, but some kind of, I don't know. Mr. Spade in the garden. This must be Spade there. Billiam Spade. Alright, so I'm writing all these down just for like faster reference. It says, instructed to raise the alarm, and then earlier it said that the alarm was raised by Mr. Hill, so this means that Podrick Hill must be this man here. Podrick Hill, James Turner, that only leaves two. This guy is Patu something. None of these names looks that kind of exotic, but I guess we'll see. Next, Alistair. I love the little note here that like they played together and he was close to winning. The alarm was raised. Alright, so the butler served Alistair in the chess house in the morning. The doctor arrived, told him to dispose of the sherry. And then to assist the gardener in the garden. He entered the library, found Leopold asleep, was overcome by dizziness and fainted due to his weak heart, at least so he claims. Was woken by Leopold and told to raise the alarm, and then saw the deceased in the salon. And then Alistair practiced chess in the morning, educated the butler on military stuff. In the afternoon, the doctor arrived and sent the butler away. and then he played chess with the doctor and was close to winning, allegedly. Then we've got James, which is the doctor. Alright, so the doctor drank sherry with Blanchard in the library in the morning. He went to the chess house and found Alistair and the butler, told the butler to clean the library and the sherry, spent time playing chess with Alistair for the rest of the time, and it also knows that he led the interrogation of the suspects, which is of course very convenient for him. Then we have Ergin. Okay, so slightly difficult to understand what he says. This must be the prince. Potentially because he has challenges with our language, claims that everything young Master Bell says is absolutely correct. Okay. Bell. Well then Bell must be this young guy there. And what's his name? Ergin? Right, so this is Ergin Petu. Which means this would be Gideon. There we go. We got our names. All right. So that will make things a little easier. All right. So the young master played croquet with the prince in the morning, got bored, went to drink tea in the tea house. And then the prince drew his attention to the chess house. He saw Alistair lecture the butler, saw the doctor come to the chess house, send the butler away. And then Alistair left the chess house and returned shortly after. And then Leopold, which is the other minister guy. Alright, so Leopold had sherry with the doctor in the library and became drowsy. As he fell asleep, he saw the prince observe him through the door. He woke up, found the butler on the floor asleep, woke the butler, went in the salon, found the body, inspected the weapon, deduced the prince was the killer, and then told the butler to raise the alarm. So already we have a contradiction here. Oh, never mind. Not a contradiction. Alright, so that's the whole thing. So, the location of each suspect when the body was found. Well, we know that Augustus Valentine is the victim. We know that much. We're looking for the murder weapon. I mean, there's blood on this thing, so it seems to be the boomerang, right? And then, could the body have been moved? I mean, it seems to be in here, right? The salon? So, Leopold claims he found the body. Now, is it really the boomerang that killed him? Was he really in the salon when he was murdered, or is this like a misdirection? Let's see. This is correct. Okay, so Augustus is the victim. It really is the boomerang that killed him. He hasn't been moved, so he's still in the same location, which is the salon. And the body truly was found by Leopold Blanchard. Now, when the body was found, well, Leopold is the one that found him, so he was also in the salon, because that's where the body was. Now, where were everyone else? The butler claimed he was woken up by Leopold and told to raise the alarm, and that was after he was overcome by dizziness and fainted in the library. So he would have been in the library. Then the gardener was working in the roses, so in the flower beds. Wait, no, I got this wrong. The gardener was not in the salon. It's the loyalist that was in the salon. It's Leopold. Leopold found the body. And the gardener was in the flower beds. Not sure why I got this one wrong. Loyalist, Leopold, found the body in the salon, and then the gardener was still in the roses in the flower beds. Now the doctor was playing chess, so he was in the chess house. The general, so that's Alistair, he was also playing chess against the doctor. The young man, I mean, I guess he was just outside. They were just like out in the field. I guess they were still in the tea house this whole time. So there's the tea house there. You do have a view of the chess house from there. So they could have both been in the tea house, right? Nice. No mistakes. All right. So identities, that's the easy part. Where they were when the body was found, that's the easy part. Now let's try and figure out what actually happened. Oh boy. All right, this is the hard part. So something about Sherry. And then someone drugged two of these people. Someone drugged Podrick Hill and this guy. So why are Leopold and Podrick the ones with the pink eyes? But also this guy is blinking a lot. So is that relevant? I mean, he's the only one blinking so much. Why are you blinking, Gideon? Is it because of the Lemurian lichen? Then what about it? Then what is that about? Is that just a red herring, these symbols? Or is that something that's going to get used like later? Because right now it doesn't seem to be relevant to anything. Like all these symbols and then he's got the symbol on him. Or is it that he stole one? I think maybe he stole one of these. But why? Oh yeah, because there's one missing. Why would he steal one of the seals? Alright, well, it's not the drinks that were drugged because the people who were drinking was the doctor and Blanchard. Unless he lied. He could have been drinking and that's why he's got the pink eyes. But then the other person drinking claims to be the doctor, but maybe it's not. Alright, let me review the testimonies and see if I can find any like inconsistencies. Oh, okay, I found an inconsistency. The young man, it says he saw Lord Alistair leave the chess house and return shortly afterwards, which no one else says. And Alistair himself claims he played together. He was just playing chess the whole time. He never mentions that he left and then come back. So it might be Alistair that killed him then. Alright, so early in the morning, someone killed Augustus Valentine in the salon. And planted a boomerang? Or planted a button? Who would plant a button? Yeah, okay, so Leopold had Sherry, then he fell asleep in the library, and then he woke up and found the butler on the floor also asleep. But Leopold is the guy who's missing a button. So whoever killed the guy must have stolen one of his buttons and planted it to frame him. So someone planted a button. The true killer, which I think is Alistair Cock. Because he's the one that... Although he did that later, he didn't do that early in the morning. So I'm not sure about this one. Killed Augustus Valentine in Salon and planted a button. And stole a Lemurian... This must be... Boomerang? From the salon? Oh, man. I feel like I have part of it. I don't have like the full picture. Early in the morning, the butler and Alistair both have alibis. The gardener says he was planning in the chrysanthemum bush. Everyone has an alibi in the morning except these two have an alibi, although they only cover each other. This one just says, oh, everything he says is true, so... Is it true? I guess so. That means only the gardener doesn't have an alibi in the morning. So it could be him. mean, doesn't seem very suspicious, but he's the only one with no alibi. Although, these two could also be covering for each other, so... But I don't know. Someone killed Augustus Valentine in the salon and planted... No. No. This didn't happen this early in the morning. It happened later, so it must be here. Someone killed Augustus Valentine and then planted the button on him to... Yeah, that's what it is. So it's not in the morning. At around noon, killed Augustus Valentine and planted the button on him to frame... who's missing a button? Leopold. Yes. In the salon, at around noon, Alistair? Because he's the one that left and then came back, so I'm gonna say it's Alistair. Kill Augustus Valentine and planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. Early in the morning... this must be and stole a Lemurian boomerang from the wall, so from the salon, right? From the wall here. Okay, this has to be in the library, and then drugged. Who got drugged? Who fell asleep after drinking? Leopold claims that he had sherry with the doctor in the library and became drowsy. And then he fell asleep. The butler was also asleep, but he claims that it was because he was fainting. But this fits that he was drugged and also framed, so... But who drugged him? You know, it makes sense. The leader of the moderates was Augustus Valentine, and then the leader of the loyalists is Blanchard. So one of the two was going to be the prime minister. So it makes sense that they would frame him to make it seem like he wanted to be the prime minister and by killing the other guy, but it's not him that killed him. It would be someone else? I'm almost there. Well, the person that drank sherry with Leopold was the doctor. So then that means it must be him. So was he working with Alistair then? It could be James and Alistair are working together, because Alistair has to be the one that killed him, because he's the one that left and then came back. But James was the one that drank with Leopold, so he must be the one that drugged him. I think James Turner drugged him and stole the boomerang. And then he went to give it to Alistair. Okay, so what happened early in the morning? And stole a button? Two people got drugged. Leopold got drugged because he's got the pink eyes, right? And the butler. So, Podrick Hill. In the library? I guess also the doctor in the morning? Wait. They had to both drink the same sherry. Sleepiness. They use black poppy to make them go to sleep, but then they have the pink eyes, so... Who have the pink eyes? Leopold and the butler. Leopold was drugged. So they could steal one of his buttons, and the butler was drugged. No, because it says meanwhile. Wait, no, Leopold was already asleep. Yeah, this is Leopold here. Because he was already asleep at the beginning. So it has to be James Turner drugged Leopold Blanchard at the beginning, stole his button. They had to drug also the butler, because the butler is the other guy with the pink eyes. Podrick Hill? Wait, no. No, someone was working with him. Like, the only person that mentions the victim is the gardener. Like, that's the only mention of the victim there is. It says the victim... He saw the victim leave the fountain at noon. So he wasn't dead in the morning. A Lemurian? Oh! It's a seal! That's why he has the seal on him. He stole a seal, but why? Right? Stole a seal from the Salon? Because while this was happening in the library, meanwhile in the Salon, stole a Lemurian seal. Because he has one on him. That's why he was like, oh, you can reclaim your honor. All he did was like steal a seal. So Ergen... Put 2, but then what else did he do? Oh, he must have drugged Gideon. That's why he keeps blinking. Loss of perception of time, rapid blinking. In the tea house. While they were in the tea house together, he drugged the kid with the lichen to make him lose perception of time, and then he went and stole the seal from the Salon, but he didn't have anything to do with the killing. I think this is correct. Yes! Alright, alright. Brotherhood members Alistair and James plotted to turn the ruling moderate and loyalist parties against each other. Over the course of a weekend at James Manor, Alistair murdered the moderate leader and James framed the loyalist leader. This one was really difficult. I really had to just put all of my fucking brain cells at it. Hello? You have proven that I can trust you. Oh, it's this guy. Here is the Brotherhood's artifact that I removed from the traitor Keen. Let me educate you how it works. I set it to take heat from this cup of water. Then I changed the symbols and used the idol to give that heat to something else. Ooh. But there is much more that the idol can do. Yeah. Okay, so... Oof. I've been recording for a very long time. I've been playing for like over 2.5 hours. It's probably going to be much shorter once I edit it all together. This was super challenging. Many times today I felt really stuck. I was like, I'm going to have to use one of the hints, but like my ego, you know, my gamer pride, I really wanted to solve it all without any hints, and we did manage it. These last 2 cases were so complex, like you have all the testimonies and all the stuff, so I tried to vocalize my thoughts as much as I could, but this is a game that's kind of hard to make a let's play out of. Like, you can't really see everything that's happening in my brain, so I'm trying to like talk about it as much as possible. It might be a little bit confusing or frustrating to watch. I'm sorry about that. I don't know if you've played the game before yourself, or if like you're maybe trying to solve it alongside me. But either way, again, I've been recording for a very long time. I'm quite hungry, so I'm going to end it here for today. That's gonna leave... Ooh. I thought there were 12 cases. I hope I kept enough for a full episode of the finale. Otherwise, maybe I should have kept this one for later. But so we have part 10 and then part 11, and I think there's supposed to be a 12th part according to the Steam page. So that's going to be in the next episode. So as always, thank you so much for joining me. I had fun playing this. I hope you had fun watching it, and I'll see you in the next episode for some more Case of the Golden Idol. À la prochaine.